Coaches, what's going on? It's Coach Tatum here, back with another video. And today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about duo. So what is duo? Kind of can get tricky and controversial, like on social media, like Twitter and some of these Facebook groups, talking about duo versus inside zone. I'm going to talk about what I consider duo, things that we do. There might be different ways. If you want to go and find more expert people, that's great. But we run duo, this is how we do it. And I kind of talk about what I deem is different between duo and inside zone, and we'll talk about those things. But before we get into that, make sure you hit subscribe on the YouTube. Almost 1,100 subscribers, and it's been an insane journey so far. If this sounds good, or you like running the duo play, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And then a little more interaction on the channel would be awesome. Make sure you just comment down below if you run duo or if you like things of this nature. So, getting into the duo, so I'm going to draw it up real quick. It's going to be pretty simple. We'll hop into it. So since we're just going to draw it up just with duo in the box, I'm just going to draw just the box. And I guess, yes, this is against a 4-2 box. If you want to bring in somebody else, we can talk about how you run it. Maybe it's against a loaded box. If I was you, I'd be RPOing the 7th guy. So we're just going to go against a 6-man box right now. And we're going to talk about how a little bit of variation from there. So, duo. For me, one of the biggest differences, and we'll get into specifically, that changes it from inside zone is that we're not all stepping the same way. Okay? It's just like, people say it's power without the puller. We're trying to create two inside double teams with our core 4 right here and the backside. The 5 guy on the backside is just manned up. So we're going to work a straight up vice double team. Now, if you want to go shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, knock it together and work vertical, that's great. If you want to work a gallop technique where the inside guy kind of steps harder and gets more thick, and the outside tackle or whoever it is, outside post player, comes and does a gallop technique and knocks him down, and we climb. That's how you decide your philosophy. But for duo, I feel like the double teams need to stay a little more on the D line instead of the linebackers. We'll talk about why. But we need to go here, and then the guards going here into each other to vice it, and we're knocking them off the ball. Worried about the D lineman first, okay? So we're working this vertical double team to this mic, all right? Then, same thing backside, working this vertical double team right here to this wheel, all right? We're trying to get these two inside double teams, okay? This right here would be a deuce for me. This would be a scoop right here because it's the backside guy. And then it's not really a high wall. You're just trying to, make a wall and shield this guy on the backside out, right? Then, one of the hardest blocks in all of football, the old dreaded J block by a skill guy. Tie it off the tackle and kick the end. Okay, so you might be here in the B gap. You need to step up where the tackle was, and you need to work inside that guy. So the only thing he can do is go outside. You can't go straight at him because he's got a two-way go now. He might be trying to squeeze this double team, this down block by the tackle. He might be trying to squeeze that down. So you need to come tight off the tackle, and then you need to start driving him out. And this is one of the biggest blocks in all of football. That's why it's really one of the toughest. All right. Then running back. Okay, you're going to slide and you're going to dive. Okay, you're in a point however you want it. Okay, we're going to go on the inside leg of the play side guard, and then the running backs reading the linebackers. This is where it's a little different from zone as well. Okay, so you're going to read the linebacker. If the linebacker jumps into the A gap, you jump B. If he jumps to that gap, and maybe he's stuck in there, okay, then you jump A gap. That's why our double teams have to be great. Worry about this 3 technique. Keep him in a 3. Okay, it makes the cut a little easier for the running back. If he stays in a 3 technique, great. And he goes A, I can get here. If we're not have much movement on him, then we can go there with the H's block. Now, good thing about duo, get a little messy here, but it is what it is. Good thing about duo, it can hit in any gap once you hit A, B to C. Now let's say we go here. Let's say he goes A gap, he goes B gap. Let's say this end, for some reason, decides to go inside the J block. All right. Well, now the H will seal it. The running back gets A, B. He can cut it out to the C. All right. He'll run out on a corner or a free safety, whatever it is. You can jump cut each gap. That's why I know a lot of people really like duo, because you're not hell bent on one gap. Okay. You're reading where the linebacker does. The linebacker steps into the A gap. I go B. If the 3 technique hasn't been displaced, then I'm going to go to the C gap. And I'm going to find wherever I can get yards. Okay? This is really, really good for teams that, hey, you want to pound the ball. Refer to my ISO video, which is, hey, we just want a downhill A-gap run play. But it's not strictly restricted to the A-gap. You can go A, B, C, however it needs to get to find space. Okay? And this is very versatile play. Okay? Next, I'm going to draw up maybe some different ways to do it against a different front, maybe odd or something like that. All right, now, against an odd front, this is going to be a little different. My philosophy on it might be a little different than some people's, but this is how I would start to try to do it and try to adjust. If they take something away, change it up. All right, so 21 personnel. Love 21 personnel. Okay, we got one tight end, two backs. Now, we're going to work a Tate, which is a tight end and tackle double team, okay, to the mic. Then we're going to work an ace with the nose to the wheel. Now, depends on how you want to handle this backside. Give you 2 ways that I would think about doing it. First way, especially if this nose is the dude, right? Get the center, get the backside guard in there, and we're going to triple team this thing, almost like it's wedge, okay? Ultimately, you need to tell your guard that he's really sifting through the A gap. So if this nose goes A gap, he just climbs the wheel. If he stays right here in a head up 0, get you a shot in there. But your eyes are on the wheel. If he comes backside, now the double team is between the backside guard and the center to the wheel, and now he can climb and seal this hole. Okay? That's how I would teach it first. If that doesn't work for you, that's fine. Okay? If that doesn't work for you, that is fine. If you don't like teaching it, the what ifs and all that stuff, cool. Don't know what you're coaching for, because that's what I live for. Just give them the scenarios and help them figure it out. Anyway, so let's just say we get just an ace there. If these guys like to stunt and do things against backside, if you feel more comfortable just pushing it out, do that. Okay? However you decide. I prefer the triple team on the nose because we know that these two are going to be taken care of. Okay? If you feel like this double team to the wheel, called a scoop, backside guard in the center, working there, is better on a double team, and then you can triple this guy, do it. Okay? Triple teams are not bad, but you need to designate who's going to where, especially in odd fronts, okay? Then your H, tight off the tight end, boom, kicking the overhand. Okay? Same thing. Open step, downhill, slide and dive, reading the mic. Play side linebacker, you're going to read him. Okay? Read. He goes A, jump B. He goes B, jump A. Live to fight another day. If he goes, because he's not going to go, if he goes A, he goes B. And so then if he's a free player, go A, B, C, shoot. If he goes inside, go to D. All right? Train that. You can get you some drills, get you some bags, have the running back attack to the stand-up dummy, go one way, have him jump cut. You can have multiple with JV guys or whoever's not injured players. Have them go here, have them jump, have the next one go here, have them jump again, and work that, right? Create drills. If you want this to get done, if you say, hey, I don't have a running back that can jump cut like that, well, guess what? You better train this butt or you're not running duo, okay? You better train him to jump cut. That's what we're doing now, right? all this time, soon we're gonna be getting outside and doing some stuff for spring ball. Train this stuff. If you want to run duo, you better train you guys to be able to do it. Same thing with this triple team. So that being said, I'm gonna draw up a couple things what I think duo versus inside zone is, like the main ones, and we're gonna roll through that, then we'll wrap up the video. All right, so duo versus inside zone. Initially, what I would tell you is the differences is the way the offensive line's working. Inside zone, we're all working the same way. So all step, play side. Okay? So all step, okay, play side. That's all the linemen, all 5 linemen. So at bare minimum, when I tell them inside zone, you have got your play side gap. If it's going to the right, cool. If I'm the left guard, I have the backside A gap. So I know I'm stepping, and now we're going to sort through. Now, if you have the philosophy that you want to get 2 double teams and you always declare them, that's fine. But at the base, way to run inside zone, you have got your play side gap. So, duo, we don't, right? You don't have your play side gap. You might have your backside gap. But you're trying to vice and trying to create double teams. So, I would say all step play side. I would say all step to create double teams. So we're going to step, play side for zone. We're going to step to create double teams. So if I'm at right tackle and I have a backside 3 technique, I'm going to step to the left. If I'm at guard and I have a 3 technique, I'm going to step to the right. Doesn't matter. Create your double teams where they are. Same thing with that triple team on the nose. We might have to step play side, might step backside, but we're going to double team a guy, right? And make your calls. So those are my steps, play side, create double teams. Next, who we're going to read? Duo. Okay, we're going to read linebackers. Running backs are going to read linebackers. We're going to read what gap he goes to. He goes to one, we go to the other, and vice versa. But on zone, I would say we're going to read D lineman, okay? So read DL. This is for the running back read. It's not like, zone read, all that stuff. But we're gonna read the D lineman. You can say, hey, read the butt crack of the center, read the play side guard's leg, or you can say, hey, read the first down lineman play side. So if you do that, based off of the double teams, if the double team takes him more, say you have a shade on the play side, takes him out of the A gap and puts him more B gap, I'm gonna hit A. If the double team keeps him in the A gap, I'm gonna press and I might jump to the B gap. So reading D lineman is a little more inside zone-ish, if that makes more sense, okay? Next thing with duo versus zone, okay? It's gap, right? Gap versus zone, that's pretty simple, right? Gap, okay, versus zone. I have an area on zone. I have my play side gap and whatever comes there. On gap scheme, you might have your backside gap, but at the end of the day, I know who I'm gonna double, where I'm doubling them to, and we're 2 for 2 on this guy to that guy. It's not necessarily man blocking, but when I say gap, I know us for him. Versus zone is, we might try to double a guy, but at the end of the day, that guy stunts 3 gaps over, and my guard and tackle wouldn't happen. But if my guard and tackle don't have a guy in their gaps now, they're gonna climb and find work. So that's a little different there as well. So those are just 2 pretty simple, 3 pretty simple ways of distinguishing zone and duo. I'm sorry if you got kind of catfished into watching this video. I'm gonna try and play it out like, what's up with duo? But if you haven't run duo and maybe you like this, hit me up. I have a lot of different resources of guys that run duo. We ran duo last year. It was really good for us. I didn't even get into the RPO stuff. A lot of teams think that the way the double teams hang on the DL a little longer, you can RPO second level defenders a lot better than you can do it on zone or other gap schemes. So if y'all want to see that, make sure you hit me up. Make sure you tell me down in the comments if this sounded great and you loved it and you learned something, but even if you did hate it, give us a thumbs up, guys. It really does help the YouTube algorithm to say, hey, Coach Tatum's videos ain't all horrible. And then make sure you subscribe, right? And share it out with other people. But until next time, hey, make sure that you're doing things the right way for the kids. Make sure you pick somebody. Make sure you mentor one of your students. And let's all go win state championship this year. If you're going to any clinics, let me know. I might be at some of them, not speaking because I'm not cool enough, but maybe there, we might hang out and talk ball. So make sure you're doing things for the right reason. Let's go win state championship this year. I'm Coach Tatum. See y'all next time.